Hello, welcome to another video, where today I'm talking about the many endings of Red vs. Blue. And I want to mainly talk about this because I've been rewatching it. I have, started a rewatch of it. Now my voice is dying, come on. Uh, but yeah, I've been watching, rewatching Red vs. Blue. I wanted to talk about the many endings of Red vs. Blue because, the first ending, I'm gonna, I guess, go in chronological. So first we got season 5, and it had, its alternate endings. I'm sure people probably forget about that. Like, literally sort of like gag endings or like alternate endings for season 5. It's so good that it didn't end at season 5. Then there's season 10 for purists, but now that's a bit more complicated with the season 19, the movie's existence. Because that was made by, Bernie Burns, so. And that acknowledges, season, 13's ending, which is a nice segue into season 13's ending, the one that most people consider the true ending because people didn't like where it went. Well, mainly by season 16 where where people got the most mad at first, but I personally don't mind season 16 and 17. In retrospect, the more I think about it, I'm like, I think they're not that bad. Obviously, I still haven't reached that point in my rewatch, but I think we were all too hard on season 16, 17. Mainly 16. I mean, there's fair points like character regression, but I think it was for a point of the story. I'll have to make more of a judgment later. So, yeah, stay tuned for whenever I talk about that. I don't know when that'll be. It could be in any time in the future. Just remember, I'll talk about it. As they say, memory is the key. But yeah, uh, uh, but yeah, many people consider 13 as the true ending. I might be a bit based in like 17, not 18 though. Screw Red versus Blue Zero. In retrospect, I kinda hate RvB Zero more. In retrospect, like, in the past, I was like, yeah, man, whatever. But now in retrospect, I kinda like hate it more. It's like my hate has been transferred from 16 and 17 to just purely 0. Like, the hate has transferred over time to different season because no investment in the characters. The characters are boring anyway. The Forerunner stuff is hardly even Forerunner. Like, what are the swords? What are these, like, false ass Forerunners? And, like, why did they give Washington his memories back? That is such a character assassination if I ever seen one. Like Red versus Blue Zero sucks. Like, simply, I think people probably made comparison of season like 16 being the 3-for-3 of like Red versus Blue seasons, but no, that was season 18. That was Red versus Blue 0. That was the 3-for-3 of it. Like, you know, changing up the designs that had been, for most part, you know, most things in Red versus Blue were faithful, if not directly from Halo, in some form or manner, but it's a complete divergence with some of the stuff in it. Like, those swords aren't the same as the energy sword, the literal bloody energy sword. The sword is a key. I thought memory is the key. Shut up, Caboose. But, yeah. Zero is the 3-for-3 of RvB. Like, convince me otherwise if you are a fan. Like, goddamn, like, and like they continue the Nothing Burger with the sort of like non-canon like Family Shadows or whatever. Like, what the hell was that? What was Family Shadows? Like, I just refuse to acknowledge Zero and like Family Shadows' existence. Like, there could have been so much bad things. Bad things could have been, you know, no matter nowhere, but that never it never got a season 2. If you know what No Man of Nowhere is, congratulations. You're one of the few people that have seen Gold. Unfortunately, now it's like members only, and it makes me mad. It makes me mad that I will never probably be able to see it again unless I pay money to a company that's already gone and dead and dust. Like, who's getting the money? Bernie? I guess he's getting the money. I mean, he technically got it back, but he hasn't done anything yet. Which seems, I don't know, somehow typical. Things are always lazy. I don't know. Now I know I'll probably eventually watch it again, meaning I'll probably have to spend my money on it, on the membership for a company, you know, for a channel of a company that's already dead, gone, and dust, you know. I hope Bernie enjoys like my $5 or however much it costs for members. How much does it cost? I'll quickly tab and figure that out. I didn't actually bother to look. Sometimes research is important. Oh my god, it's 15 Australian dollars a month. Ah. 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 Ah, that stings a lot. And that stings. Okay. Well, now I know that if I ever do it. $15. It's cheaper in USD. That's... You're converting the wrong way. God. For reference, it's like $10. Oh, but that does sting a little bit if I ever do rewatch that. That does sting. And that doesn't even get me a permanently, that's a monthly subscription thing. Yeah, fun. I'd rather just try and buy it permanently if I could. But I don't even know where I would game, or given the company's gone dead dust. Anyway, side tangent aside, about No Matter Nowhere, back to RvB. So yeah, I like 17 and don't like 18 in the slightest. Then, you know, get obviously 19. The one I mentioned before when I was looping to 13. The true end, supposedly, although it was made at when the company was basically dying, so they didn't really have a chance to give it their full effort. Yes, I'm talking about Halo. Halo Machinima. It's sad that you don't know God. Yeah, and for those watching this later, yeah, and recorded live. But yeah, Halo Machinima, which even that's a dead term because now it's like how I call it, a role play, you know. Like, the term machinima is long dead and buried. Halo is dying, not dead. I like to have hope, but really they're on their last chance. Halo Studios, now that's a thing, have to prove themselves. So far, it seems like the updates for Infinite are still going pretty decently well. There was a collab with Helldivers 2, which was done well, so it does look promising so far. But we haven't yet gotten a game, and that's where the real meat will be. For seeing if Halo is truly dead or not, is whatever Halo Studio produces. But, you know, that's a whole nother topic. I don't want to tangent into it too much, otherwise I might be talking about it forever. But in summary, Halo is on its dying breaths right now, and if it doesn't get some serious, you know, life support or a good game again, like, Halo might be goddamn dead, like, despite some hope. Michael isn't slowly dying. That's Basil who's slowly done dying. Michael's gonna have a probably quick death when it is his time to actually really die. And even when he dies, I'm not gonna kill Michael off exactly. Because he still needs to, at some point, do Deltarune, Alan Wake, etc., the things that Michael has a huge stake in. But it will be confined to, I guess, death, is the idea I'm gonna go for. He will be 100% just death. The Grim Reaper, stuck in death. That is death. Death. Endings. Which I'll loop now back to Red versus Blue. So, yeah, 19 is the supposed end, but it could just be a simulation. It's, even in the trailer, it's like unclear if it Like, oh, is this a simulation or Like, it's up to interpretation what the real end is. Some people choose 19, some people will probably still stick with 13. If you're based, you'll pick 17, but it's not really the popular one. Of probably the three main options, if anyone's still holding on to 10 at this point, like, you are really in the past, like. Seriously, it's time to let go. You are literally doing what the director did at the end of season 10, where it's like watching the Allison tape over and over again, like, play it again, Phyllis. You're literally holding on to a memory and not letting go. But then again, I can understand somewhat, because I can't seemingly let go of Rogers, and me rewatching Red vs. Blue has just made me realize, it's almost like I did there, the same thing the director did. Try and endlessly bring Rogers back to life time and time again and not really let go. That's why I really want like the current last Roger's death, the one to the Roaring Night, to be, well, the last. And eventually Michael will have his time to fully say his goodbye to Rogers, like, I forget you, Rogers. I forget you. Unfortunately, I can't forget the other Rogers. The Dante one, they're still gonna be around. Michael will have a sweet moment like church, and then only realize, wait, there's another one. Damn it. He'll have a sweet moment with mine and then realize, there's another one. This is why Michael probably hates Kim more than me. Canonically. Because Kim can't let the dead rest. And despite his kinda happy to have Rogers, he's also not very happy. Yeah, Michael has no real opinions of you, God. He is like, I have no particular feelings one way or the other. You're on like the same boat as kind of Sky, where both are, like, kind of just a mystery. And funny enough, both of you are kind of like my best friends. So my two best friends are both the mysterious ones. If I had a nickel for every time my best friends were the mysterious ones in the RP, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's funny it happened twice. But anyway, yeah. So Michael's probably going to have very much a moment like Church in Red vs. Blue, only for it to immediately be ruined by the fact that there is another. Unlike when Church forgot text and it was like, oh, that's that, until it wasn't. Like, director having all his goddamn army of texts. My name is Michael J. Caboose, and I hate taxes. It's Texas, you fool, that too. It's also funny that my character's name, Michael J. Anderson, is very close to Michael J. Caboose. I feel like my choice in name might have definitely been a bit inspired by Red vs. Blue subconsciously, even though I didn't realize it at the time. But yeah, in retrospect, yeah, Michael, I definitely chose at least half of that name off the Caboose. Now you do a Red vs. Blue quote without even knowing the full context. My name is Sam Sands, and I hate society peace. You and me, God, we probably need to watch RvB together at some point. I need to show you it at some point. It's the foundation, you idiot. That too. Also, I'm just gonna have to side tangent for a second and bring up at least the clip. Funny enough, I just, with my rewatch, just finished season 10. Although YouTube likes to say I didn't finish it. Thanks, YouTube. I watched that episode completely. Thanks, YouTube.
Remarks after this is over, but I would like to point out the fact that we're standing in a room full of crazy freelancer robots that are ready to completely and utterly fuck our shit up.
So, cheesy forgiveness speech later?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Lock and load, people.
This is Pig. Blue.
Bush?
One day we'll
You get a little
cruise
angry,
down
buddy?
the Gulch
Okay.
Avenue.
Yeah, I don't remember how to do that. I do.
My name is Michael J. Caboose. And hey,
Taxes.
taxes.
It's Texas, you idiot!
That too.
Come on, everyone, now's our chance!
For our ancestors. Let's
For the Forerunners before they were a different race entirely, because 343 reckoned that. They went from humans to another race.
Okay, we're done here.
Oh yeah, and Griff gets punched in the balls. Oh.
Ow! Not again! Oh, come on, you had to see that coming.
This is where it's at. Red versus blue.
Not working! There's too many of them! Epsilon, do you remember how the Alpha was able to stop the Meta? Yeah, but that was one guy, not 100. There's only one Tex. And Church, nobody knows her like you. Alright.
Oh yeah, and then there's the sad bit.
Personal.
But I won't spoil a sad bit. That bit I'll leave as mystery, but yeah. That's the context gone. Yes, your name is Green. Green ain't a color, usually in red versus blue. Only the off-screen green guy and like Gankins like get that color. Which Gankins is a part of the season everyone hates. Yes, I am back to topic, and I'm back on topic by talking about Gankins, another character. But yeah, back really on topic, endings. So yeah. Red vs. Blue has definitely had its fair share of endings. And, you know, people can debate forever upon which is the true one. I'm just glad in the end that that was, you know, a great thing for 17 seasons plus a movie. We do not talk about Serie and season 18? What? What's season 18? I never heard of it. It didn't exist. honest. I'll acknowledge 16 and 17 because they're not that bad. And yeah, and when I never get to rewatching them, I'll be like, definitely be talking about it at some arbitrary point in the future when I get to that point. And if once I get to that point, I still agree with myself, it'll be like, yeah, I was right. I think, in retrospect, 16 and 17 are not that bad. And honestly, some of the things I think I disliked on just things Red vs. Blue did in general, like the humor, like the troll gets punched in the balls or something, like Red vs. Blue is always making like dick jokes, like I don't know why I was so mad about it. I think it was mainly because the content creator I watched at the time was mad about it, and since I was younger, my opinions were more formed by whoever I was watching at the time instead of my own opinions. And this is why, you should naturally form your own opinions. But I was young when I watched it. How young was I anyway when it was like season like 16? I was quite fittingly, 16, turned 16. Quite literally by the last two episodes of it, I was 16. When I started it, I was technically 15. But by the end, since it passed my birthday at that point, at the end of it, I was 16. God damn. It's a good thing I'm more my own person now and not like just malleable to whatever someone else says, And, it goes, I guess, without saying, but form your own opinion. You don't need to follow my opinion. My opinion is my opinion. You don't have to agree. I've now... I'm older and smarter. Not that much older. But still, like, old in general. I mean, it's been goddamn 7 years. That's crazy to think about. That's like, it's getting up 10 years since that season. It makes me feel old, even though I'm only 23. I'm old. on. I think I might have the perfect thing. Something I produced myself. How the hell do you get called Unk? How the hell? You're only 18. 18 is not Unk. I'm old. I will not provide more context of what that is other than, it's Homestuck, quite clearly. Made for a little, let's say, a uni project, and might be eventually, maybe I will reuse it for a video. The only reason I would suspect that you'd be called Aunt God is just because you sound older than you are. Like, you sound like you're 20-something. Like, probably mid-20-something. Which is older than I'm still technically early 20s for now. For now, I'm running out of room on early because that's like 20 to 23, then 24 to 26 is mid, and then 27 to 29 is late. 20, so I'm like right on the edge of early 20s. I'll be in my mid-20s next year. That's weird to think about. And still yet to get a job, or to have a relationship like a girlfriend, or anything in general of notable life achievements. It's sometimes sad. My only notable achievement is thanks to hitting 500 subscribers. I am technically a YouTube partner, yeah! But it doesn't really amount to much right now. Yeah, in the same boat, God. Anyway, car re-tangent back, where the hell did I start this tangent from? I have no idea. But either way, I'm old. Oh yeah, I was talking about how time has passed since like season 16. And how you know, my opinion should not inform your opinion. Like, opinions must be made on one's own self. Yeah, I'm old. Sky is the ancient one, and you're the young one. Sky is the wise old man. He is the boomer age. He's, you know, past 30. He's 31. So, you know, in terms compared to me, like ancient, he is the wise one. He is the deity. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, it's been a long time since season 16. Long time. Is your oldest friend is my oldest friend. Is all my oldest best friend as well. Not that it's much competition when, you know, compared to you versus him, it's an age gap of 13 years. So you're my youngest best friend and is my oldest best friend. So it's not much competition. Where Kim is just my oldest friend in how long I've known them. Oldest friend in general. Not an age, just time. Me and Kim forged this fire with many others, but a lot have gone and faded away. But two things have remained constant, me and Kim. By RP terms, we're the ancient ones. We are the elders of the RP. Unless Riku returns, which I pray. I pray for Riku. But my hopes have faded like years ago. Yep, still the youngest by many terms. Youngest by time known, youngest in general, in age. You are the young one. Youngling! Sorry, I don't know what came over me. I totally wasn't gonna kill anyone. Not like a certain someone. Anyway, tanging back though, uh, once again, RvB has many endings. Anakin Skywalker can wait. And I love RvB. I love a lot of things in general. If it ain't obvious how many damn passions I have. Red vs. Blue is one of them. But I always remember it. As yet again, memory is the key. But, yeah. And I like 17. That's the ending. Oh yeah, I haven't yet gone to explain why, though, yet. Almost an hour in, and I haven't even explained the why. So, now I'll explain a bit. Well, topics like this tend to always seem to end up going in tangents. Especially when it's something I'm passionate about and it somehow ends up me talking about like, you know, other passions because it's all connected. It's all connected, man. Nice and stuff. Now I'm making another reference that you probably wouldn't get. I mean, the concept can be gone, but it's a specific reference. Huh? Now I'm gonna have to get it up. And then I'm gonna explain the why.
Speedrun, speedrun. I said left, not right. Do you not know your left and right?
Ah, yeah, and this is Recure as Rogers. This is ancient. This is 2021.
All the time.
Yeah, I do. See, look,
Hi, Amelia.
constantly,
Bye. Oh, here we go again.
back at it again.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Look at all
Ah,
these
yeah,
ugly
the
freaks.
screaming. I love the screaming hallway.
I know you're trying to be a soprano, but please.
Wait, did I just do a caboose? Yes, excuse me, pardon me. Yes, excuse me.
I know you're trying to be a soprano, but please. You're an alto. You don't know you're trying to be a soprano, but please. You're an ugly freaks.
Again.
Back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Look at all these ugly freaks.
Yeah, I did a caboose reference without even realizing it. God damn. Michael is just Michael J. Caboose. For the beginning of, like, things. I am definitely 100% was inspired by RvB, even if it was like subconsciously without realizing it. God damn. It's all connected. Even the Donut with the shotgun. Donut with the shotgun. My Twitch thing. I call it Donut with the shotgun. So, yeah. That Donut stole Sarge's shotgun. Sorry, Sarge, I stole your shotgun. I think it complements my lightest red armor very well, Sarge. Ah, yes, the infinite loop. The infinite loop whenever I open up my stream. Infinite, 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 infinite. Anyway, I'm gonna skip to the part that's relevant, but this is like
Looks like we've
the
meet again. You
ancient
came into my house. You, Michael.
my house with my door.
daughters.
You coming to my.
And that definitely dates it as well, even though this technically is released in 2023, it was 2021, and you can definitely tell which Resident Evil game released at the time. You can definitely tell which one released at the time. It definitely dates it. Even though that date is, And wait a second, I just realized something. I think I put the date basically on the death anniversary of Rogers. Hold up, I need a... What? I'll figure that out in a sec. I'll see what you're talking about in a sec. Just I'm opening up a different thing. I think, yeah, here it is. Just didn't want to accidentally reveal anything. What vampire woman? I don't see one. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there was one in like a thumbnail somewhere where it's like boobs. Oh yeah, Lady Demetress. Sorry, my brain is slow. I'm like a booze. Quite literally. Oh yeah, I did. I literally did. The 21st of January 2021. Oh my god. Oh my god. I put it literally literally on the death anniversary of Rogers. How the
It's
hell?
it's the one on the inside that counts.
Well.
How the hell do I accomplish this? Unintentionally. Everything is in patterns. My life is predestined and I can't control it. Anyway, other than me having an existential crisis, yeah, as you can see, it's a lot older than what it says there. But anyway, I guess so. Our meeting has been foretold. Anyway, back to why I was going this show. And then I'll get back to explaining why 17 is my favorite ending. We're really going on tangent after tangent. Anyway, now we're going back to this tangent.
The young
Worried about Jack and Blue showing up. I was trying to say Jack and Blue at the same time.
Black and Jew. No.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Roger's canceled.
Roger's gonna cancel my Twitch account that's still streaming right now.
For legal reasons, that wasn't it.
Gosh, it's all connected.
It's all connected. Here it is.
See, okay.
It's all connected.
For copyright reasons, his name is Finn. Finn from Adventure.
It being on the death anniversary, coincidence? I think not. Fudge. My life is a lie. My life is a simulation. We're in red versus blue. This is just one of the Epsilon simulations. Yay. And 100% season 14 is just like, it's my headcanon that season 14 is the simulations of Epsilon. Except for the ones that are definitely canon. Except for the ones that are clearly, like, backstory ones. Otherwise, the rest of season 14 is 100% like simulations. Oh yeah, because there was a Finn way back in the old thing. Because Finn was supposed to be Rogers's boyfriend. That was going to be a character. yeah. Because the old Rogers was canonically gay. Not the new Rogers, though. Yeah, and Dante's version, he ain't like half ghost. He ain't gay, he's asexual. Like, everything. More and more, my statement of saying this version, the current version is the personality, is really starting to stick true. It's only the personality. The substance of the old Rogers, the soul of Rogers was kept alive by me. More and more, my statement about Dante's just being the personality continues to prove more and more true with every passing day. I mean, Dante can do what he wants. It's, you know, his version. But yeah, I'm getting a bit off topic. But yeah, that's one of the old things I wanted to show you. Anyway, tanging back so I can finish this. So that you can see, I guess, the suffering of Basil and the game show. We can do the game show later. Tanging back, why season 17 is my pick for my favorite of the RvB endings. Like, it has everyone. It has, well, it doesn't have Church, it's John. Yeah, and spoilers, but he dies like 3 times with the direct Alpha and Epsilon, so like, Church dying is like technically spoilers, but he dies so much, like, it's not even spoilers. It's like, I don't even know if this is possible, but it's like anti-spoilers, like you just know he's going to die and die again. Like, it's like a running gag. It's like, oh my god, they killed Kenny. It's kind of like that. Oh my god, they killed Church. Those bastards. In a rare time, I actually say something that's close to a swear word. But anyway, but yeah, I like 17 because it's got Tucker, it's got Caboose, it's got Washington, it's got Carolina, it's got Sarge, Simmons, Griff, Donut, you know, Lopez. It has Doc. I feel like it's a narrative, like ending point, like good ending point. Don't worry, God, you haven't missed much in the crash. speaking of crashes, Pelican crash, like Texas Pelican crash. Oddly enough, even before Red vs. Blue, I had a dream once where I envisioned like a pelican like crashing like in some of the Halo maps. And then when that happened in RvB, I was like, wait, my dream came true? Like, weird. My dream was a premonition of RvB before I had even seen RvB. But just from playing Halo enough when I was young, yes, both Halo and RvB I played / watched way younger than I probably should have. I mean, quite literally for Halo, I played that at 2 years old. I don't think, like, can get much worse than that unless I played out 1, but I don't think that'd be physically possible. A skull playing Halo, I don't think that's physically possible. But yeah, I played at 2 years old, so I guess I'm fitting somehow to an RvB gag where it's almost like not physically possible with my clumsy toddler hands at the time. But yeah. Then for RvB, I started watching that in grade 6, which I was 12 years old. So yeah, and how I discovered RvB was I'm actually gonna grab something for once and turn on my camera. It was a garage sale, and I saw this DVD of, at the time, you know, I was like, oh, Halo guys, Halo, I love Halo. I love Halo, and I convinced my parents to get this disc. Actually, I still think it has the damn price on it. It has the, you know, $10 tag. That's how much I bought, well, my parents bought it for me at a garage sale somewhere in Australia. Not gonna dox myself. But yeah. And this began RvB journey. This is the beginning of it all. Anyway, enough of webcam time. But yeah, that was the beginning of it. With one simple DVD, that's how it began. Now, I consider, you know, season 17 my favorite of Red vs. Blue's endings. Like, I still very much acknowledge season 19, obviously. I mean, the movie is great. just unfortunately not much to it. Like, it's only like just over like an hour, and unfortunately doesn't have everyone. Oh, it has kind of some that weren't in 17. Like, it has a bit with the freelancers, so I guess you win some, you lose some. But I feel like it's more fitting with 17 because it's the cast of RvB versus Freelancer, which came later, you know, even though it's Freelancer's very important, very good. And I love, you know, season 9 and 10 and Monty Arm. Rest in peace. Yeah, no. I think I'm very much alike to Monty, where I work a lot on things. I have put when I dedicate to something, I really put a lot of work into it. Like, I put my heart and soul into it. Like, Monty Arm had like folders of like work, like and ideas. I literally have a thing of like a list of ideas, like I love Halo mods I can do at some point, or like other things, either games or music ideas I've had before. Like, I like my lists. It always seems like I have lists for something. And yeah, not the Jeffrey Epstein kind of list. God damn. Still somewhat relevant. Yeah, and as I admitted before, an R34, you know, Rule 34 list, I will not elaborate anymore. This is what happens when, you know, being a VR chat player for 4,000 hours. At least my other passions keep me from being a complete degenerate. My passions for storytelling and creating stuff, you know, kind of far outweighs being a, you know, degenerate, so yeah. I was just mentioning about, you know how once I mentioned to you like the Rule 34 list, and how I'm also got other, you know, lists for a lot of storytelling ideas. God. I have a lot of lists in general. I mean, gonna minimize my stream on my phone. And the second time I'm doing this, if I had a nickel, I'm not doing the joke again. Like, there's literally a list. I have a list of, like, ideas. Like, lots of Sims. Or just ideas in general. I don't think I can show the other ones. No, they have passwords in them. But yeah. You're not seeing them, God, you know. Seeing the other ones. One was enough. To prove a point. I have lists of a lot of RP ideas. Or mods or whatever. One of them is literally just a list of all the music ideas for music videos I eventually want to do, but never seem to have the time to do them because music things take longer. Especially if I'm writing my own lyrics or making a parody of it, or gotta sing it, which I'm not exactly a great singer. Like for karaoke, yeah, I'll sing, but for these videos, then it's more a rarity. Anyway, getting off topic again. When did I start this tangent off? You have sung. That is a blatant mistruth. I won't say a lie, but I don't think even you realize you've sung. Don't think you self-realized that. But anyway, back on topic. But yeah, season 17, its ending fits better with me because it is the gang. It is the gang. Hell, even Sister returned, and Sister was hardly a character. But gets a lot more character in those seasons, like, gets a lot more, like, character stuff in 16 and 17. Now you're on both. But yeah. 17 I consider like my favorites. And don't mock the YouTube stream, please. Yeah, and YouTube has a delay, it's inevitable. Actually, even I was surprised to learn Twitch can also have a long delay depending on places. Because I've always thought it's, generally the better one, but apparently it can actually. Twitch can also have a very long delay of like up to 30 seconds, apparently. Sure, it can have a delay of like 3 seconds, like, so it's can be a lot faster than YouTube in general, but yeah. Fun facts with Orange Puppet. But yeah, back to 17. I like it because it has them all. And by a narrative standpoint, I like that. It should end with those that were the main important ones, which ultimately were the Reds and the Blues. And that's why 17 is my choice of any of the Red versus Blue endings. But yeah, now I'm done explaining myself and talked about the endings. 5 doesn't really count, but it's funny to count 5, especially the alternate endings. 10 is weird to consider true. 1, it's really only for purists, and that doesn't really hold true anymore. And hi Jeff, welcome. 13 is an acceptable one because it's very good. 17, you are based. 18, you are crazy. And 19 is a nice, sweet tribute to the end, but ultimately, given it was a dying company at that point, not that grand. And what's happening here, I'm talking about the endings of Red versus Blue. I already said 18. I said for 18, for season 18, if you choose as your ending, you're crazy. Well, you're not paying attention. I know you're crazy, God, but I'm just saying for those that like Red versus Blue Zero and choose that of any of the RvB endings as the true ending, they're crazy. And someone who doesn't understand fundamentally why Wash is good as a character, Tucker's good as a character, Caroline is good as a character, and just flips it all on its head and undo it all, and like Wash gets his memory fixed, and goddamn Tucker doesn't get to do anything important, and Carolina is, well, just stuck with the new guys, unfortunately. So yeah, but I could rant about RvB Zero forever. And now it's like season 16 and 17 are now done. It's like, welcome to the club, season 16 and 17. I know you guys were hated back then, and even I was dumb, but you know, it's been, you know, 7 years, so I've changed my mind. Welcome back to the club. But yeah, anyway, I guess that's a long thing on the many endings of RvB. With many tangents and stuff. Unfortunately, there will not be a retelling of this in 5-minute intervals. Or maybe there will, who knows? I can't know what happens. Either way, this, ironically, is like as long as the movie. But yeah, anyway. I think I'm gonna finally conclude, so this episode, so thank you for watching me, well, you know, hearing me / watching me, you know, talk about or more so ramble about the RvB endings and go into a bunch of side tangents of other things I love and other story things, and you know, lots of memories. And one last time, memory is the key. At least there hasn't been 3 versions of Michael. Kinda. I mean, it depends. I would consider them all together. Because the thing is, there's a consistent through line. Although technically, canonically, there's been 3 versions of Michael, because there was the AI, then Book of Lies, then Michael. So I guess I unintentionally kinda have really been inspired RvB more than sometimes I realize. And when I realize it, it's like, oh yeah, I have been heavily inspired by RvB. But anyway, enough babbling, enough standing around and talking, or sitting. Well, I'm not fitting RvB in the slightest by sitting and talking, but enough sitting and talking, I guess. That'll be it for this topic episode, so thanks for watching, thanks if you subscribe, thanks to members, yeah. that's it for the talk topic. So peace, thank you, and goodbye till the next episode.